Sully Road or 66 to Interstate. This is where we get it out the mud. If not, then get up out of face. Yeah, beat up. We're scared to cover stone. This the city we from. Gotta show the city love. Yeah, 7 on 3. If you know the city, you better know me. Where we from?
We up on the race. We're coming strong. Got it a lot of things. I call it home. I'm tired of the fakes. Don't slow us down. Ooh, you're running now, running now, running now. No one's safe. I'm gonna take your place. I'll be working hard. I'll be putting on. We gon' run it out. So what you say? We don't play. Oh na na na. Oh na na. Oh na na. We up on the race. We're coming strong. I call
I
it
got something to
home.
say. I'm your host, Frankly, with our podcast today. We have an artist, songwriter, he's a beast, yo. Let's put it that way. His name is JerryB the Prince. What's up, Jerry? How you feeling today?
Hey, what's up, Frank? Hey, it's all love, big dog. Hey, it's always good to hear from you, man. Thanks for calling, man. Yeah.
Super excited to have you on the show, man. Always good to hear from you as well. I had to get you on the show, man. I just had one of your artists that you work with come on, and so I had to get you on the show and hear from you, man. You are making moves. It seems like every other week you're dropping something, and I love to see what you're. I love to see you always working, putting out music, man. Always coming up with some dope fire. Tell us what you got going on right now.
Man, I mean, kind of like what you said, man. We just kind of put our hands to our feet to the pavement. I just got busy, man. Just started working. Just started applying myself, creatively on just trying to improve my craft, and just from there, just a lot of music is getting dropped. So I'm in a situation where I'm dropping music every month, one project a month right now. We focused it just for these last 2 months of the year. Obviously, it's the last month, so we don't know if we're gonna keep it going just yet. But I mean, I'm in a situation where I just got back to the basics, and I'm just stacking a lot of music. So with that, this has came releases and other artists that I've been able to work with as well. So I mean, nothing too crazy just yet. But so far right now, I'm just working. I'm just recording as many times as I can in the studio, as many days as I can possibly. So that's literally what I'm up to right now. Currently, 2019, I have a few more things in specific that I'm doing very well. But I'm just starting. This is where I'm starting at right now. So I'm just working, man. You're working, staying busy,
That's good. That's good. I see that. And so, hold on. You said you're working with artists right now. So, what are the artists you're working with?
Most notably, because honestly, I've been fortunate to where in the area I've been blessed to work with a few artists that swing by my guy Ante's studio every now and then, and we're just able to connect on some on a music tip, and then that one thing turns into like a song. But most notably, I think right now I'm working with the guy Jack Hess, man. He's like one of the ones that are kind of making waves, and I got an opportunity to kind of meet him earlier this year just through mutual partners in the music game, and one song kind of turned into like 4 or 5. So I know he just dropped a single last weekend. He's doing pretty well right now. It's been a blessing to kind of really work with him. But some other artists that I've had opportunity to work with outside of the guy Jack. A few years ago, I got to work with a guy who was I know he's still signed to EP Entertainment, but I'm not sure what his label situation is now. His name is Dylan Hyde. I'm a kid out of San Diego, California. Another very talented guy. Shout out to EP Entertainment, and very, very awesome people, very awesome artists. He reminds me a lot of this whole process that I'm going through with Jack currently. But man, just shout out to anybody, because I know there's a lot of people that I don't get to work with personally. So I'm happy. So that's kind of the reason for, you know, I held out on a few names, is because I don't really get to work with a lot of people exclusively, so I'm not really sure if they're up for me, you know, name dropping at this point. But I'm thankful for all the people that I've gotten to work with. And look, I'm supposed to be on the air now. Look, if you're in the area or you're looking for a songwriter or anything, I'm one of the guys to check in with, you know, out here in Virginia. So shout out to Frank with the platform.
That's what's up. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. So when I found out, you know, first of all, I just give you a plug right now. I ain't giving me a plug. I'm gonna give you a plug right now. Jerry is really, really good at writing, and you know, just being around you, man, you're very sharp. And it's like, like this dude sings, he's songwriting, but you really do have a gift of writing songs. Like, you really do have a gift. You hear it, and then it's like this comes naturally to you. And some people, you run into some people like that, but you don't run into a lot of people like that on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm like, this guy, like, just hearing these songs, knowing, you know, seeing, you know, follow you on Instagram, Facebook, you and Ante, I'm like, these guys are really working. Some people talk about working, and you are working. You know, the last person I remember, and I know people out there working all the time, but the last person I remember that was on so much project and it was always, you know, rapping like this, and this is like really overkill, but, you know, it was Wayne back in the day. You know, Wayne did Lollipop and all that stuff like that.
For sure, man. We had all the mixtapes, man. We had all the mixtapes. We used to skip everybody's verse just to hear Wayne, because he was just on so many songs, you know, it was just so many music. And like, to me, that's my favorite, quote unquote, out of the top 5, that's my favorite rapper of all time. It's more so the era that I came up with. So like, yeah, just having him, watching guys like, at the time it was like Wayne, Gucci Man was just popping up, and it was more so just like the work ethic, just watching how many songs. I know Wayne in 1 year, I think he was over like 100 songs. He was just on, even to this day, I mean, he had a lot of, I want to say Billboard chart, he was like top 5 this year, and they're like, Hot 100 chart entries at like 24, 25. It's like you really didn't hear that much music outside of his album, but like he still had a really a big output. So that's kind of what I grew up on, actually. He kind of like started that wave of like, you know, a lot of input for a lot of output. So it's man, crazy motivation. But like, to your writing point, man, to be honest with you, because I mean, I get a lot of, you know, singer-songwriter, but really, when I first started out, I wanted to be a rapper.
Oh, really?
I was a gospel rapper at church, like at like 6 or 7, and like, you know, obviously I was born in the '90s, and a lot of people consider that like the golden age of hip hop. So growing up, you know, I feel like I was in a beautiful era of rap, where I wasn't necessarily the '90s, the early 2000s, where you saw guys like, you know, 50 Cent, KG, Calvin, where they were awesome songwriters. I know they're phenomenal rappers, but when I was coming up, you know, at 8, 9, 10 years old, like 2000s was going, like writing good rap songs kind of came into play, and so like I just started writing. Like, I used to write like, you know, how long can I write a song? Like, that was my biggest goal. And I've always had a passion for writing. Like, I had a journal. Back when I was in school, elementary, like, we had these daily journals, so we'd have to write every day. So since I already had it, I kind of wanted to enhance on it, like something outside of like a classroom setting. And I think that's kind of where it turned in writing songs for me. But yeah, man, I think that actually the way my work goes now, I don't actually write, and I think that's why I'm able to tap into a little bit more of my dreams, because it's more impulsive, it's my thoughts. And the coolness that I'm thinking of in my mind, I don't even give it extra space by writing it down. I just try to get it right out directly. And I think that's actually what helped me develop as a writer. Just, you know, knowing what you want to say and then trying to make sure that you convey it the best way possible. So, like, you know, you hear good artists like maybe like a Jay-Z or Lil Wayne, a lot of their geniuses that they don't write at all. And that's kind of what makes them great writers. So, you know, I'm just, man, definitely trying to pick, like, it's crazy that you mentioned Wayne. Like, one of my greatest influences for sure, even though I don't rap currently. But you hear a little rap in my songs.
I feel you might want, sometimes I can tell you might want to go in there for a little bit.
Every now and then, but, man, like I said, I mean, I grew up rap was cool when I was growing up, but it isn't what it is today. But singing has always been cool. So once I realized I could sing, I was like, you know what? I think the fans, you know, particularly the ladies, I think they like it a lot more. Like I said, I mean, rap was cool, but singing has always been cool. So it's like, you know,
it don't go out of
it. Yeah. Like you'll hear an old rapper, but you'll never really hear like an old singer. Like there's always, you can sing forever, man. People will still love you. So I make a jump.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way to put it, because you're right about that. I mean, old songs come on, man. You still glued to them.
Oh yeah, man. Sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, I see you. You said you mentioned the first. Okay, so let's do this. You mentioned the top 5 rappers. Give me top 5 rappers. And then
top 5.
Give me your top 5 singers that you might say, hey, they got a nice feel to them right now.
Okay. My top 5, no order. Well, the only person I would really put at number 1 is just I'll put Jay-Z at number 1 in my top 5. Just for, you know, obviously he is who he is, but I think outside of just being a lyricist, just the way his business mind on the game, the way he came in, got out of the Priority Records deal and did the Def Jam, you know, the 50-50, kind of putting your own money up. Like I said, we could talk about music all day, but I think his longevity as well. I mean, he could still come out at 49. He's still giving out classic verses, you know, like. So we could go on music all day, but I think his overall impact with who he is outside of the music industry, you know, with the business intellect, and because I believe that a lot of it stems from hip hop itself, and without hip hop, I don't think that we have the platform to not only get a Jay-Z but a Sean Carter, and how he's helped develop the game. So I mean, he's at my number 1. I'm not even really sure if anybody's gonna go on the run like Jay-Z. I don't know. He's on fire right now. Rest of this is no order. I would say Big, that's my favorite. That's my second favorite rapper. Pop, just for like I said, his overall influence. That's 3. If I had to sneak 2 more in there, I know I get a lot of flack from Eminem, you know, being in people's top 5s. But I just think overall, like I said, that's another guy who's an extreme lyricist. I mean, you put him in a room with, you know, the main top 5s, and you ask people to have him rap, and I think he would stand out in the room. And that's where I see he's still a very, you know, successful rapper over a long period of time. And then I'd probably round it off with like a Nas, you know, or maybe I might substitute in for like, just maybe like a Rakim, just maybe somebody just for different eras. Because I really could, to be honest, like, I don't really like have a top 5, but like Jay, Big, Tupac, Nas, and then I'll just throw, you know, like I would throw Wayne in there, I guess, but honorable mentions. You got your M's, you got, you know, guys like Rakim that paved the way, and he was super tough to me back in the day as well. So I mean, you know, that's probably my main 5, but it's debatable. I could tell you something totally different tomorrow. You never know.
True. I feel you on that too.
Singers?
Yeah.
Singers. My favorite singer overall, number 1, probably is David Ruffin. Male singers. On the male side, David Ruffin. On number 2, it'd probably be somewhere between. I'm judging my singers by vocalists, like talent level. These would be my top 5 singers. David Ruffin, Tank would be somewhere in there. Charlie Wilson will be somewhere in there.
Okay.
And I know people don't really say Charlie Wilson. I get it, but if you really break down his discography, I mean, he's well into the 2000s. So he's still very relevant for a guy who started, like 40 years ago. For him, I would do, I think Beyonce is one of my favorite singers as well. And to round it out with a 5, it'd be somewhere between, I'll go with Jasmine Sullivan. I love Jasmine Sullivan. Okay. She's such a beautiful talent. Because now I'm realizing I left out like Brandy, Layla Hathaway. Yeah. A lot of names. So if I had to go with a 5, I would go with David Ruffin, Tank, Charlie Wilson, Layla Hathaway. I left Beyonce, and then Jasmine Sullivan. Those would be my top 5. And that's strictly from like a vocalist standpoint. That's what I would go with.
True. Man, you know what? I wasn't expecting. Well, yeah, because you picked a lot of all right, I put it this way. You picked a lot of older heads, and yeah. And so I guess I think everyone you said, especially rap, man. I was like, all right, yeah, I can feel that, and I'm. When it comes down to new artists, I was in that, was it her? What is her thing? I gotta figure it out with that.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, her Tiny Death concert.
Yeah, and I love how NPR does that. So I mean, she's phenomenal. I love her artistry. I love the fact that she's truly a musician. She plays several instruments, and that because there's all this R&B king talk, and I'm sure we can get to that later in the segment. I know there's this R&B king talk, but I was having to talk with a few of the homies, and I'm like, if I really had to use a representation of R&B right now, as far as like royalty, I would actually go on the winning side. I mean, you look at the year Ella Mai, her, obviously you got your Beyonce's, still, even Solange, I think she's, I thought, She's at the Table was excellent. I mean, I really think the women on the R&B side these days really, I feel like, now I know that, you said, let me balance it. I know, the guys are always, consistent as well, but I'm like, I think the women really brought R&B back to the forefront this year, man. And her was, one of those artists that I was like, I mean, if I really had to pinpoint R&B 2018, who are some of the top artists, she would definitely be right up there. So man, I really enjoy her artistry. She's somebody that I'm more and more progressively getting into. SZA, I don't know if she's classified as an R&B artist, but I do think the women's side of R&B was excellent. I think they did the year's best representation of rhythm and blues for the year 2018. Sure.
I agree. Yeah, that was good. Let's get back to you. So for you, 2019, what are some goals and plans you trying to do? Are you trying to get into some shows, doing music festivals? What are we doing?
2019, man, we trying to do it all, man. So we want to do shows, obviously the tours, the festivals, however we can tap into that. That's definitely coming. Because I do know, and that's why I got to thank you just for the Giovanni set, because getting in front of people, it really helped me understand that that's something that I really got to take more control in doing. So yes, I'm already booking I'm inquiring a lot of spacious venues right now about just regular, even if it's just open mic shows and festivals. We're doing a lot of good work right now, so that's definitely coming in 2019. Hopefully you'll get to see any shows as music. That's my goal on that end.
You're not gonna see.
No.
Doing shows, you ain't doing things next year.
No. Street is totally out of it. You know what I'm saying? We've taken, because I'm realizing I'm in a season where I need to work. I believe that my years have gone certain ways. And my last few years, long story short, I haven't worked as hard. I believe that that's the common denominator when I look at 2018 as opposed to the years previous, because this was a very great year for me. And I think that the difference was I really just got back to work with the music, like committing wholeheartedly to just, getting rid of all other distractions and just focusing completely 100% on music. So 2019, we're doing it 200%. So you're gonna get the shows. You're gonna get more music. You're also gonna get a lot more features. You'll probably see me work with a lot more artists, like as far as putting out music. Right now, I'm only really hearing just me on a lot of the songs. So I'm getting other good artists on a part of these records that I'm releasing, and even being a part of other artists' records. You're gonna hear a lot more of that 2019. You're gonna see a lot more. You're gonna see a lot more development with me with my career as a songwriter as well. You're gonna see me with a lot of working on a lot of different projects that I'm trying to set up now. A few artists that I'm just now getting to meet towards the end of the year. So I'm gonna start taking the lead more on not just being a songwriter, but helping being a vocal coach. Helping become that person in the room that helps the artist, get their best vocal production while recording. So I got a lot of good things planned. I'm on the road. I plan on taking a few, just some songwriting trips, Atlanta, LA, just kind of getting back out there working with other great, songwriters and producers throughout the industry. That's something that I've really had on my mind for like the last 3 months. To have so much new music, and I know for just shopping purposes, I know the email game, the DM game, it could be crazy. So my thing is, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm gonna take more of a lead of getting back in front of people so they can see me physically as far as like who I am and the music that I have. So definitely a lot more traveling as well. As far as deals, I'll say, those are always in the plan, those are always in the works. But as far as deals, man, I'm just rocking with the team. I got Ante, over at Bears and Music. We're going strong right now, and that's the team, that's the clique. And we setting up shop, man. We setting up shop right now. We're hoping in 2019 we start letting a few things fly and getting in front of some people's faces and, making a little noise.
What's up? You're making a lot of noise over here. Yeah, I support you 100%, man. I'm watching you guys, man. You guys are putting in some great work, great music. I'm bumping to it every day. That's in the rotation. And I'm mad excited. Real talk, man. I am, man. I'm excited to see you, do your thing. I really mean that, man. Seeing great artists, great music. It's not just like great artists. It's great music too. So I'm a big fan of good music. I think it's the songs you've made so far. They're songs that actually will last. Like certain songs you put on, like an old Usher song or whatever. I don't know. I was listening to old music the other day, Outkast and Music Soul Child, all that stuff like that. These are songs that I think that, honestly, I really feel it, man. I'm not trying to price you up, but the stuff you're putting out, these are the songs that last. These are the songs that last, and they'll be on rotation. You'll hear people singing those songs as well. So I'm mad excited for the shows and everything that's coming up, man. I'm going to pull up to a few of them shows, too. You know that.
Yeah, always, and you already know we pulling up to your shows, you know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. Hey, we hearing about you, Big Frank. We know what's going on in the city, man. So you already know whatever you on, we on. So we definitely pulling up on you as well, man. And like I said, man, it's always good to win with people you know. It's a lot better eating with people that you know. When you eat with your brothers, you came in the game, you start with it, and you come up. So that's always like just having you be a supporter of what we do and us be a supporter of what you do is beautiful. Because like I said, you're one of the few people that I see you. A lot of people may not know, but I get to see you on like a weekly basis. So there's 1, 2, 3 times out of the week where I actually get to shake your hand. So it's like those type of relationships. It's like when you get the win and when people like that are happy for you, and not only are you happy for it, but you working too, and we can all work together. It's always beautiful. So like I said, man, we definitely gonna be some 180 collaborators. And like I said, we already got a song. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Shout out to the air. So hopefully those collaborations pick up more and more on the 2019 scale.
It will. And so you also know about the One Love. I'm hosting the One Love again this year.
Yes, sir.
I believe One Love is going to be that much bigger and that much bigger this year. I'm facilitating. I just hope I'm facilitating the whole thing.
Okay.
And I'm just looking to great artists like you to be on the show. And we're actually going to be doing shooting a podcast live throughout the whole day.
Word. Well, lock it in your calendar, man. JerryB the Prince will be in the building. I'm going to have a whole gang there. We're going to do a whole set, man. So let it be known. I plan on being in full effect at that festival. JerryB the Prince is definitely in the building.
Let's get it. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing,
man. I'm excited for next year. All right, man. Listen, man, I like to always tell my people something encouraging. And I'm asking you if you can just share something real quick. Encourage the people that are listening. Give them a good word. Give them something from JerryB the Prince.
Listen, people. Listen to me closely. The earth is conspiring to make your dreams come true. Whether you believe in that, that's up to you. But just know, like, the earth is conspiring to make your dreams come true. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you. But you gotta search. And I think that's what God revealed to me this year. You gotta get up and work, you know. You can have all the faith in the world, you know. You can have all the want to in the world, but if you don't put your feet to the pavement and give it a try, it's nearly impossible. You know, rarely is an opportunity just gonna fall in your lap. So you know, and there is no perfect situation. There's no ideal situation. The people that champion this life are the ones who rise to the occasion. We're all gonna have something to deal with. I know for me, it was going through, like, I had relationship issues. Really, I had issues with the relationships that I had between various people for a very bunch of different reasons. And at one point in my life, I allowed those things to kind of distract. And you get caught up in your feelings, and you do things that are, like, irrational, and you look back on them, and you realize that they help you get to a point where you realize you just got to get back up. They knock you down. And that's the thing, like, you get knocked down, I want people to know that people going to punch you all the time. You're going to get hit in the mouth all the time. There's really no way to avoid it. But that don't mean you can't go, you know, undefeated. Like, we're here to be kings and queens. So, you know, things happen in your lifetime, but trust me, you gotta go to work. I was one of those people that took off from music for a while. Like, contrary to what it may seem like, this time, maybe like a year and a half ago, I really wasn't recording at all. I had people calling me all the time, like, yo, let's get to work. I wasn't picking up my phone at all, thinking that I was stuck in my situation. And I was just like, look, I tried something different. And what I realized is, when you get up and you decide, like, not only am I going to commit, but you act on those commitments wholeheartedly, you'll watch as, like, God will start ordering your steps, you know, for sure, like, putting you in those right directions that you need to. And 2018 was that year for me. I truly believe that this is a year that I'm going to look back on and be like, and pinpoint this year as a starting point to the many years of success that will be afforded to me. So look, man, you get knocked down, that's cool, because it happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. But the great ones, they know how to respond. Learn how to respond to adversity. But if nothing else, learn how to work hard. Learn how to master your craft. Put that 10,000 hours into whatever you're trying to do. And learn how to commit to this one thing. And I'm telling you, watch it spread. Find whatever you're passionate about and commit to it wholeheartedly. And you'll be surprised how that just spreads into a bunch of different areas of your life. And so just work. That's the season I'm in. I'm working, man. I'm grinding. And love to work. Love to grind. Love that part of it. Don't get caught up in the shine. Don't get caught up in the glitz. You know, as artists, it's good to pat yourself in the back every now and then. But understand the people around you, that's really why they like you. You know, that ultimately they may not know that, it may not feel like that way, but you have everything that's afforded to you because your faith and the faith that you act on. So, you know, make sure that you never forget that. It's about the work that you put in. It wasn't just, just when that money come in, that's cool, that's beautiful. That success comes in, that's cool, but understand your foundation and sustain that foundation and watch everything else just kind of, it just, man, just, I never planned on, I had no idea I was going to run into a jackass. I never planned on having my stuff played on Z100, Power 105, and I never wrote that down. That's not something I wrote down. I wrote down, I want to get back into the studio full time. I want to dedicate myself to my craft. I want to get better. And that's literally, those are the byproducts of that. That's the success that I'm talking about. So, work. Love putting in work. Love working harder than people. Love outworking people. Like, that's what you want. Like, find the joy in that. And I'm telling you, like, I plan on having a great 2019 just based on the fact that I plan on working just as hard as anybody else. I think that's the key. So, just put in that work. Have faith. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do whatever you set your mind to. But with that faith, act on it. If you believe that that's who you are, then you treat yourself that way. Bet on yourself, So act on your commitments, man, and just watch things grow into your life. That's for everybody. Anything that you do. Don't let anybody tell you, this is what you should do. Listen to yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what you hear God is calling you to do. Trust what you know in your heart that makes you a better person and ultimately a contributor in this great society called life. So, and just go forward.
Good stuff, man. Man, that's good. I one time I was in this thing, and I'm just add this really quick. Jojo White, the Hall of Famer, just passed away from this Boston Celtics. Passed away in last May. He said, I had a basketball camp. I hosted a basketball camp. He sponsored it. And he said to the kids every year, he said, if you're not working, someone else is.
Yeah.
Someone else is.
Yeah.
So it's our job to keep on working, putting the best. We only have one. You only have one life to live. And you might as well live it, to your fullest. Go all the way out. Go all the way in, and if you go all the way in, you'll get great output. You get a great outcome. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you being on the show, man. It's really good to have you on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, always, man. I plan on being back on the show, man. Thank you once again for always providing a platform for just artists such as myself and many others to just have a platform to where we can showcase who we are and what we do, what we like to do, man. The city loves you, man. So we want to keep making sure that we keep your stuff, 100 solid and keep it growing, man. So thank you once again for just even, giving me the call. Like I said, man, we family. So whatever you need done, it's always just, let's do it. Let's get it done, Let's get it.
Cool. Tell everybody where they can find you, social media, and your music.
Where? So Twitter, Facebook, well, not Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. It's all JerryB the Prince. It's all one word, Jerry the Prince. It's all one word. I'm easy to find. That's on every site. I'm on Facebook. You can still find me under my real name, which is JerryB. But that's where the JerryB, that's just an exclusive. That's where the JerryB comes from. I'm still known in the city as my last name, so that's kind of why we actually kind of kept the name. That's where you can find me at JerryB the Prince on all platforms other than Facebook. On Facebook, you can find me under JerryB. Make sure I got the links in all the bios of my new music. Make sure y'all go check out the project that I just dropped. It's called November 14th. Man, it's a project that I want to focus more on my my singing, make sure I get songs in for the ladies, and document some of my summer experiences. I've been in a situation now where there's one less. My circle's getting smaller, and I'm joining some new experiences, and I'm just documenting them. So I know a lot of people can relate. So go cop that November 14th. It's on all major platforms. Also, got another project. I can't say when exactly, but I'll say that this project is dropping a whole lot sooner than later. It's called December Joints. It's dropping very soon. That's all I can say on it.
How about this? When it drops, it's going to be exclusively on here. I'll get that and we'll play it on the app with that.
We'll play it exclusively. But that's as good as an exclusive it can get because nobody actually knows that it's dropping soon. So we're at a point where we're about I would say about 80% complete. But it's only like 4 or 5 songs, so 80% actually, it won't take that much longer. So yeah, dropping a lot sooner than later, and you're gonna love this one. This one I focused it more on just bangers. The first 2, they were okay. I want to get my feet wet. I want you guys to, I want to reintroduce myself to the world, the kind of music that I'm currently vibing to. But this December project, this is me. I'm flexing my muscles on this. I want people to know that not only do I make good music, I want to make singles that can be considered hits, classics. I want people to know that like if I pinned it, it's gonna be something that you definitely could vibe to. So these ones are just bangers. Like I got 4 or 5 bangers that I'm just got them just waiting, and I got a lot more too. So that's on the way. So you already know you got to hear first.
That's what's up. Yeah, you got to hear first. You guys will hear more of his music on the show. We had a couple songs we'll play as well. And thank you guys for just listening to the show with JerryB, the Prince. Jerry, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, you know it, man. I appreciate you once again. It's always good to be in talks with somebody to know for sure.
You know that's right. All right, thank you so much. And if no one's told you, I want to tell you guys we love you. God bless.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I. Got a bill. Yeah. Yes, I am. You know I'm the man. Don't you go on Instagram. Go and do your dance, I see. Yeah. Wanna roll with the man. Blow a couple bands, then you gotta throw it back like it's Thursday. Go and throw it back like it's Thursday. I ain't tryna act like Thursday. You gotta throw it back on a Thursday, yeah. Whoa, that's it, baby, that's a pole. Get low and dip, yeah, the ice on froze, it's cold. Your wrist, I can't let you go with no tip. Yes, I am. You know I'm the man, don't you go on Instagram. Go and do your dance, I see, yeah. Wanna roll with the man. Blow a couple bands, then you gotta throw it back like it's Thursday. Go and throw it back like it's Thursday. I ain't tryna act like Thursday. You gotta throw it back on a Thursday, yeah. Magic City days, all the dollars in a way. Yeah, they get aggressive, you just sit so you get paid. Girl, you tryna be the one and get the ones, and I'm tryna give you some, girl, come get some. And the way you back it up, man, down, back up. Girl, that's for sure. You gon' rag it up. Yes, I am. You know I'm the man. Don't you go on Instagram. Go and do your dance, I see. Yeah. Wanna roll with the man. Blow a couple bands, then you gotta throw it back like it's Thursday. Go and throw it back like it's Thursday. I ain't tryna act like Thursday. You gotta throw it back on a Thursday, yeah. Hey, there's something that I gotta say. I'm driving so the wrong way. I'm letting go, it's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. Telling me that you're never pulling over, it's a recipe for disaster on this course, all this jealousy. I gotta find my own way, I guess. If you play with fire, you'll get burned. I let you drive and I got curved. Heart is to the side, I hit the curve for you. And now I gotta swerve on you, swerve on you, swerve on you, swerve on you. I hit the curve for you, and now I gotta swerve on you. Told you to drive safe, you won't do it my way. We hit the highway, and now you're sideways. I'm switching lanes, I go at my own pace. I'm getting in trouble now, I really feel the bass. I play with fire, you'll get burned. I let you drive and I got curved. Heart is to the side, I hit the curve for you. Swerve on you, swerve on you, swerve on you. I hit the curve for you, and now I gotta swerve on you. Lesson learned, I got curved, now I gotta swerve. Lesson learned, struck a nerve, now I gotta swerve. Swerve on you, swerve on you, swerve on you. I hit the curve for you, and now I gotta swerve on you.